Welcome to today's messages. Yes, let's tune in. Cleanse the space, the place, the face. Yes. Thanks for being here. I'm glad you're here because today's messages are brought to you with love and gratitude, like every day. Yes, we tap into the frequency of love. We embody it, we embrace it, we alchemize with it, we release, knowing it is all for the greater good, right? Yes. Okay. Let's see what we are considering today. Freedom. Beautiful. Let's talk about freedom. Okay. Wow, there is so much going on here. Swans, owls, deer, rabbits, angels, partnership, peacocks, dancing, foxes, butterflies, illumination, abundance, royalty, and gorgeousness. Okay, see what I mean? All kinds of things going on in there. Right? Beautiful. Freedom, Las Vegas. No, not the right one. Freedom. What does freedom look like? What does it feel like to some? Is it the same for everyone? The freedom to choose, to be, to love, to see, to balance. Freedom within, balancing. Yes. When you are in balance, you are consciously in your tipping point, right? You decide which way you lean more depending on the circumstance that calls for it. This is the integration of shadow, right? We need those shadow versions of self to be healed, working for love, for the greatest good of all, not overprotecting, not over dramatizing, right? But still firm. We tame the dragon. When the dragon is wild, it wreaks havoc and destroys and maims all. When we've tamed the dragon, it protects and it serves and only destroys when necessary, when called to by love, when directed to by love, right? Okay. Let's see what the runes. Urus. Standing firm, confident, strong, grounded, right? In your resolve, in your knowing, in your faith, in your trust, which is the faith, right? In your balancing, in your knowingness. Should we look it up? Why not? Urus, strength, power, health, endurance, and manifestation. You hold until it arrives, right? The powerful bull stands strong and unyielding, and obstacles fall away before his confidence and strength. He possesses a deep calm, as fear has no place in his heart. He is absolutely certain of his own solidly grounded might. A bull, when encountered in your path, is a significant obstacle. Yeah. Uruz is a rune of untamed power that is neither owned or controlled. It's giving me water buffalo vibes, right? They cannot be domesticated. And I feel like they refuse to be domesticated. In a reading, it brings a message of strength, courage, and overcoming all that stands in your way. A primal life force, it indicates a time of great energy and health. Business ventures and speculations are successful. There is a sudden breakthrough even when all seems lost. Sudden or unexpected changes occur, usually for the better. Uruz represents the shaping of power and patterns and the formulation of the self. Nope. Yes, sorry. Mims was trying to sneak her way up into the reading. Kitty wisdom later. Okay. So, yes, you are balanced, you are confident, you are strong, you are courageous, you are holding the line. This is your freedom. This is your freedom. Freedom in your knowing, right? Regardless of anyone else's opinion on the matter, because they don't have all the information, right? No matter how well-wishing their motives may be, it is from a limited perspective. Not to dilute anyone else's personal power, but unless you are standing in your own. No, there's something about you have all the information. Anybody else, no matter what, where, why, or how, is not going to have the extensive amount of information needed for your knowingness. So they can't know what you know. It's impossible. Your knowing developed over your lifetime, over every choice and interaction and lesson and experience, right? And this is the beautiful journey of you, right? So, yes, beautiful. If a king, I was going to say, could represent the Urus, and then it was like, it would be the King of Pentacles because he is the Earth King. This is the Fire King, okay? He holds the vision. He holds the gaze. He holds the portals. He holds the balance, right? We've got the masculine and feminine lions. We've got the light and the shadow, the angel and the devil on the shoulders, right? And he, in his action-oriented energy, passionate, purposeful, poignant. Is that a word? Yes. Does it mean what we want it to? I don't know. Okay. We'll look it up. We'll look it up. And then we'll know. Okay. The poignancy. So beautiful. The King of Wands holds the vision, gets things done, moves swiftly with the right information, right? He's not taking frivolous action. Patient. I'm getting like a fire. Holding the flame, holding the heat. Oh, yes. Holding against overthinking and doubts and fears, right? This is what you are standing firm about. This is your practice of balancing to know when you're tilting too much in one direction and to recorrect. This is your freedom. Is consciousness. Your freedom is consciousness. Your awareness of when you are overthinking things that aren't serving you and choosing something different, right? There are so many unconscious people out there who are overrun by their thoughts, right? And finding all kinds of ways of trying to numb the thoughts, to avoid them, to get away from them. Part of this process is the consciousness evolution, right? First, you become aware of your thoughts. That creates a separation. You are no longer the thinker of the thoughts. You are now the observer of the one thinking the thoughts, of the thoughts themselves. And it is from that elevated perspective that you can then see the thoughts as they are, for what they are and where they've come from and how they are serving the whole, right? And to be able to be like, this thought is doing nothing but taking energy, right? This thought here is making me feel small and insignificant. Out you go, right? This is the weeding that we're talking about in your fertile garden, is recognizing what is not serving, what is going to be competing with the seeds, the thoughts that you want to grow, right? Get that conflicting thought out of here. Get that weed out of there, right? Okay. So, speaking of balance, okay, we got fire and water. Beautiful. Masculine, feminine. Yes, your flow and your passion, right? Your flow and your flame. Yes. Beautiful. Creative, compassionate. Beautiful. That is your balance. That is your freedom. To be able to roll with it, to flow with it, to be compassionate about it, but also to know when it needs to be burnt, right? To release it, to transform it, to fuel. We've got the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so this is slow and patient movement, growth over time. This is patience and particularness. It's been a while. while since this knight came back with his particularities. Okay. For a while, he was my particular knight. And then he wasn't for a while, and now he is again. Okay. So the Knight of Pentacles, yes, look at his outfit, okay? The armor, the time and effort and attention to detail that is put into the preparation of his armor, waiting for the move, for the signal, right? To go for it, and he doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't know where he's going. He doesn't know. He's just ready for it, for whatever it may be, ready for the sign. This is that beautiful balance between your flowing state and your knowing state, right? Your going state, going for it passionately. There's waiting for the spark of inspiration to move, okay, to ignite, to light that fire underneath your bottom that makes you go for it, right? Yes. And not until you're not. This is the lion, right? I'm seeing the lion's strength. He's not running after all of the game. The lion holds and conserves the energy and waits for the big stuff, right? And this conservation and restfulness assures success because he's ready. He's ready. Okay, yes, there is another balancing, harnessing the power of the sun with the balancing of the moon, right? Being at the top and reaching a balancing point. There is a freedom. There are lots of hands reaching for the freedom. And you have discovered it is in your balancing, your freedom in your balance, in your flow and your fire. Yes, freedom in your flow and your fire, okay, and your ability to discern and receive the messages that move and guide you, that speak to you through inspiration and just straight up symbolism, okay? Just straight up communication through signs and synchronicities. It's a real thing. And as you move this way, as you flow this way, as you embrace freedom, you see that the signs and synchronicities don't exist just on one dimension. They too are multidimensional. So there'll be a sign that links to a conversation, a video, a page number in a book, a card, a random stranger you overhear saying something, a license plate, that also spans time, right? There's all kinds of levels. There's all kinds of levels. Okay, so the example that keeps being shown in my brain is I have lived in number 33 for 24 years now. And so 33 is always, well, it wasn't always a number, but as I've been in this, it has been more so, right? And then there was these confirmations and signs and synchronicities where 33 was coming up, and this message is for you, and 33 might be significant, and all of these things. And there was this moment, see, even me trying to explain it and putting into words so that you know what I know, it's still not the same amount and kind of knowingness that I know through my experience. This is why this journey of ascension and evolution of spirit is a solo journey. This is why you can't try to explain something to somebody and have them tell you what it is or whatever, right? It has to resonate with you. It has to feel right with you. Somebody could tell you, no, it's not. And you're like, no, but it is. Right? It is. I know it to be. Well, how do you know it to be? Because I've lived it, because it's my experience, right? And so in the end, you have to trust yourself, because you will always reach a ceiling with other people that they just can't know. They just can't know for you. You have to know for you. Okay? So this is, yes, your experience. And trusting in what you know. This is holding firm, right? This is my bouncer who stands at your boundary line and discerns who can cross the line, right? And what, not just who, but also what. This is your experience, all the stepping stones, your unique pathway leading you home to your intuitive, higher self, heart space knowing, right? Nobody can get you there, bring you there, or confirm that you're there. You, okay? This is your freedom. When you grasp that, when you accept that, when you truly know that, you are free, right? You're free from needing anybody else to validate you, to confirm you, to do any of those things. You know, okay? This is part of your confidence in yourself and what you know. Which is beautiful. Okay. Yes, your ability to self-reflect, look within, go within, quiet the mind, right? This is that quiet, still pond that you can see the surface and beneath the surface because it's calm, and you can curate and edit and cleanse and nurture it and see anything that is disrupting. Okay. So this wanted to come out again and be part of the message, your experience. Yes, I mean, nobody's experienced life in the way you have, with the tools, the genetic memories, the traumas, the baggage, whatever it is that you're carrying with you that have shaped you, right? It's just like if you were to share an experience that was traumatizing to you to somebody who has a different set of tools, they're going to perceive that trauma differently because they would have handled it or moved through it differently. And this isn't about someone being better or not better than you, right? This is about different pathways and different perspectives, different lenses to view. And this is an acknowledgement of your uniqueness, your unique path, okay? That only you can tread. You were built for it. And also, only you can, will become, have become, are becoming one able to mine the gold from your experiences, right? This is why we hold the gift of memory, so that we can revisit and learn, so that we can do better than we did before, right? What did I do last time that didn't work for me? Maybe if that were to happen again, I'm going to try something else and see what happens. Okay. Are there any more cards that want to come out? Okay. 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 All of them. All of the cards wanted to come out. Okay, so here's more confirmation on the balancing and the process, your particular process of becoming, of being who you are. It's been a journey, right? It's a journey. It's still a journey. And your acceptance of this, your transformation of this to temper a sword, right? Or a diamond. To forge a sword, you take a base metal, and through the process of heating and cooling and banging and resting, you transform it into something stronger. Same with the coal, right? The piece of coal needs to endure pressure and heat to become a diamond. This is the Temperance card, and your process of becoming, okay? A magician. Your process of becoming a magician, magical, able to alchemize. The magician does exactly that. Alchemy is exactly that. It is the transforming of one thing into another, but more than that, one little thing into a big thing, right? Lead into gold. Big difference. It's not just a transforming one for one. It is an empowering. It is a purposeful present, a purposeful present. Beautiful. Okay, you get there through your dedication and your resolve, your insistence, your dedication, right? Your attention and resilience and focus, right? Keeping the eye on the prize. The forger works on that sword until it is done, right? You can't rush it. This is this. You can't rush it. Otherwise, you get a weak sword. It takes as long as it takes. Okay. And we've got the King of Pentacles did come out here. Okay, with Urus. Yes. Firm, grounded, sturdy, standing. Okay, so this is about your becoming one able to receive the manifestations, the fruits of your labor that have, through your patience and your dedication and your magic, and your acknowledgement of process and your ability to flow and flame, right? When necessary. This is your strength. This is your freedom. This strengthens your freedom. No matter what life gives to you. This is the alchemist is the creator of the concept. When life gives you lemons, you make lemonade, right? Yes. Also, that courage and discernment on what to move passionately towards and what to flow and let go, right? Not everything is worth our attention. Not everything is worthy of the energy it would need to acquire, right? This is your discernment on what you use your energy for. On the big game. Okay, one last closing card to balance this reading. This one, the work. Okay, beautiful. Beautiful, because this is the work. This is how we get there, how we arrive, how we strengthen, how we build confidence, how we balance, how we step into our freedom era. Okay, is through the work, through the expanding of your consciousness and the confident building of your knowing and your balancing of all your things. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. Let's get a power deck card. Yeah. And see what confirmations or additions we got. Leaves popping. They're all stepping out of their sheaths, their little winter coats, and showing all their new green buds. I feel like this is you stepping out into your freedom. The flex after the squeeze, right? The shine. The moment that sunlight hits the diamond and light moves through it differently than it ever had before, because before it was coal and diamond, and light reacts differently, right? Okay. We've got skill, time, and witness. Okay, so skill, expressing your highest nature through your work. Sometimes easiest when work is not exactly as you wish it to be. There are hidden gifts within friction. Therein lies the secret way to a graceful life. You are not what you do. Your work is a higher mirror, providing a reflection from which to learn in your evolutionary process. Then work becomes a higher skill, and you begin to fine-tune not only your physical self, but your spirit. A Zen garden expresses the essence of life and a highly perfected skill. Come to the inner truth that produces true skill. Okay. A number 10. The painting is called All Is One. Skill is a south card because it has to do with the physicality, with your physicality in the world, and tuning yourself to your highest degree of accomplishment. As in all things, there is a lower skill and a higher skill. The lower skill is the ability to do something without spirit, simply doing a job. The higher skill requires finesse. It requires the perfect balance of your totality of physicality and spirit. Beautiful. Then true skill is born. In the painting, a monk, a shaman symbol of spiritual activity, is reflecting on a Zen garden where the stones represent different aspects of life and endeavor. In the center is the sphere of higher knowledge, of self-understanding, of the inner world, which leads you to the higher levels of accomplishments in the outer world of true skill. Beautiful. This is that as within, so without, right? As you tune your spiritual, it affects your physical. Okay, time is on your side. Yes, it is. What is that? No, what is that? What is time that it has such power to challenge all that exists back? Nope. Let's try it again. Let's try it again. What is time that it has such power to change all that exists back into dust? What is this unseen force, like the wind, that can shape the land and our lives? Learn to play with time. Time is surreal, like fish swimming in treetops. A person of power knows how to arrange time. Put on your watch and be aware of time at which you do everything. Watch the sun, the moon, the transit of the stars. Find out the time that Venus is lowest in the sky before dawn. Be aware of your cycles, when you get hungry, when you sleep. Our society is obsessed with time, so now become time. If you're obsessed with something, it is better to explore it than to deny it. Then it is possible to give up your obsession and let a concept like time take its proper place in your life. Your power depends on your use of time. The painting is entitled Journey's End. The symbolism of the fish in the treetops indicates the importance of the tree of life and the knowledge therein that we are indeed all one. This is a teaching of the East. The Piscean era is symbolized by the fish, and it means that we are coming to the end of a period and are giving birth to a new aeon. Within this new birth, all possibility is at hand. Take your power now and try to understand what time really means to you on your path of heart. Do not waste your time. You only have a moment in this lifetime. On the other hand, you must have patience in order to create perfect timing. This is why there's that surrender, right? Surrender to divine timing, to the universe, to the unfolding. This faith that all is now, and now is the perfect time. Okay, 44, witness. Live in your sacred witness. That inner place of silence and observing is your true identity and therefore your true power. It is all you really have when all else is gone. Like monoliths in an ancient valley, the great stones observe and remember the passage of the ages. The answers that you find through the timelessness of spirituality and the innocence of nature offer the infinite. Each human being is on his or her own path, each different from yours. Answers to your questions are rarely found in another human being. Answer your own questions by reflecting on nature and conversing with your own sacred witness. Beautiful. The painting is entitled The Silent Watchman. These monoliths are a testimony to time gone by, to the oceans of consciousness and unconsciousness that have existed before us. The stone monuments also represents the human in the passage of time and the universality of truth that is held within Mother Earth. It is important to learn to stand still in silence, in the sacred witness within you. Meditate on stones and the great rock formations that have lived through the ages. Move into the essence of those stones. Through the stillness you become aware of, you will begin to experience the sacred witness that lives inside of you. This is the teaching of the East, because the sacred witness is, in the end, all that you have. But it takes great wisdom and illumination to become your sacred witness. Okay. That was fun. Okay. Yes, something about you pulling up and witnessing your thoughts too much, what are serving you, that whole bit. I feel like there was confirmations of that in there. Beautiful. Okay, also have fun. Come on. You got to have fun. Otherwise, what are you doing? Right? You have the freedom to enjoy. So exercise that freedom often. Okay. Also, my neurodivergence. I just love a good accent. I don't know if that, not saying that that was a good accent, but it was fun. And that to me is good. Okay. Let's get a kitty card. Okay. We've got the Guardian. Meet Lavandril. She stands sentinel, a giant yet protective force. She can help you guard your mind against negativity, defeatism, and delusion. She is a shield that only allows the words and actions of people with compassionate intentions to reach the depths of your being. Okay, that was the sentinel, guarding against the doubts and the fears and the other things I forget now. Okay. She keeps your true self safe as you journey into the depths, seeking understanding and healing. She is the master space holder. Lavandril will hold your hand in her paw, as you cry, as you dance wildly, as you merge with the all, and as you dissolve and evolve. Adorable. And generosity. Meet Sapphire, the generous spirit in us all. When it is dark outside, he will always come through for us with his dancing rainbow lights and gentle eyes. Allow generosity to flow in all directions. Offer your hand, your ear, your understanding, and your heart to a person in need. Graciously receive the help from another when you are challenged, stuck, or down on your luck. Be generous with yourself. Give yourself time, love, and sweet, nurturing care. We take turns being the helper and the one in need of help. Generosity connects us to something larger than ourselves. Yes. And expression. Meet Chante, She once kept her ideas and feelings locked away in her heart where no one could see or hear them. It felt safe and secure, but alas, she felt alone. No one truly knew her. She was longing to come out and play. Gathering her courage, she flung open the window in her mind and unlatched the doorway in her soul. She started to speak her mind and give voice to her heart. She could never again fit in that small, closed space of hiding. Soon her words grew into unabashed singing. What song are you keeping captive? What song at long last can you unleash into the world? La 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 la. That's what she's doing there. Cute. Cutie pie. Adorbs. Okay. Yes. Love messages. We've got cleanse your energy, keep it clean, keep it tight, keep it translucent so that you can see all of the dimensions and clean and tend as necessary. Gratitude, okay, fill your pond with gratitude sauce, okay, and this is beautiful fertile soil. Yes, we're in the pond, we're in the garden, we're everywhere, okay. Burn it to release it. Yeah. Transmutation, right? There are many levels. Use it wisely, accordingly, and for your greatest and highest good, okay? You can do it. You can do it. Yes, you're doing it. And you're gorgeous. And you are loved and protected because of it. It's like the double downtown, okay? You've reached the double downtown. Everything that you put in place is empowered and reinforced by your spirit team. This is the co-collaboration, right? When you make a boundary, your spirit team is there to make sure that it sticks, to make sure that it holds, to empower and support. Yes, to empower and support. Okay. Let's get a couple of charms. Okay. What? Lots of things going on over here. Okay, so community. We've got the community quarrel on your passion. So something could be coming that involves your community, that comes out of your community, that will affect your community, something you are passionate about, an idea, an inspiration that sparks your fire, okay, that you will be grateful for, and so will all those who engage within it. We've got the dragon here, okay, the dragon portal. This is your power, your passion, and your flame. This is your tamed dragon that you have done in your balancing, beautiful, and your work, right? The work to become that you have done, gorgeous. Okay, we've got the sparrow, which is an indicator that land is near, that home is near, and you've got the angels. So this is like an opportunity, person, place, or thing, a signal, an indicator that you're doing it, that you're getting there, that you're making it, that you can do it because you're doing it, right? Yes, we've got wish coming true, and it's happy to see you. Okay, this is what This emperor, this emperor, this king of pentacles is holding this wish, okay, received, transmuted, yes. And there is your balance, beautiful, yes. Oh, there it is, okay. Your balance of gorgeousness, yes. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful balance. Oh, what's this? We've got love. Gorgeous. Yes, I feel like that is part of your freedom, okay? Your balance within the love you hold, your connection with your heart, your higher self, your gorgeousness, your pathway, your experience, your knowing, your generosity, your strength, your process, your power. Beautiful. Okay, there you have it. That is the messages. That is the messages for you today. I hope there is something in there that is good for you to chew upon and to marinate with, whichever works for you. Okay? Love and appreciate you. See you next time. Bye for now.